The ATLIN tent is packed with several practical features, like colour-coded poles for easy pitching, 2 large door entrances, and a waterproof ground sheet in the living area for keeping your camping essentials dry. Spacious and easy to pitch, the ATLIN tent is ideal for family getaways. First, check you have all the parts you need. In your bag there will be the fly sheet, 2 inner bedrooms, 4 fiberglass poles, 2 steel poles, a ground sheet, and a peg bag. Choose an area that is as flat as possible and clear of any rocks and sharp objects. Step 1. Lay out the fly sheet and assemble the poles. Unfold the fly sheet and lay it flat on the ground. Assemble the 4 fiberglass poles by slotting them together. Feed the 2 poles marked with the yellow tape through the yellow marked sleeves. Be careful not to force the poles as this can damage the fabric. We find it's always best to push the poles through the sleeves rather than pull them so the poles don't come apart. The 2 poles will cross each other to create the shape of an X. Step 2. Fit the poles. On one side of the tent, slot the yellow marked poles into the yellow marked pins of the fly sheet. Move to the opposite side and push both poles at the same time so that they flex up to create the dome shape. Slot the poles into the yellow marked pins and peg down the metal rings, making sure the central section is taut. For hard ground, we recommend using a mallet. Step 3. Assemble and fit the final poles. Assemble the 2 remaining fiberglass poles. You can spot these by their corner sections. At one end of the tent, feed the pole through the sleeve and connect it with the pin near the door. This pole will cross over with one of the first sets of poles from step 2. Peg out the fly sheet so that it's taut. Tie the crossed over poles together and connect the black hooks. Step 4. Fit the ground sheet and the bedrooms. The ground sheet can either be left flat or be folded at the sides to create a waterproof barrier. To construct the waterproof barrier, fold the corners up and feed the toggles through the loops. Then connect the ground sheet corner toggles to the loops of the inner tent. The next step is to fit the bedrooms. Position the bedroom so that the red toggles are at the back of the tent and the yellow at the front, towards the doorway. Connect the back corner hooks of the bedroom and then the red toggles through the red loops. Connect the yellow toggles through the yellow loops and then the black hooks in the corners at the front. Step 5. Peg out. Peg out the guy lines so that they are tight, adjusting the length of the sliders depending on the space around your tent. Open the air vents using the internal struts. There are 4 vents, 1 in each corner. Step 6. Fitting the optional porch. The additional steel poles allow you to use one of the doors as a porch. Once you've put the poles together, tie the 2 additional guy lines to the top of the poles and peg out to hold the door up. For more information, visit Regatta.com, and don't forget we are always available on social media if you have any questions.